Hey guys, so usually I try to film in front of a window or something so the natural light and it doesn't look so yellow, but unfortunately I have not had the best days on the sunny days. My kids have been really sick this weekend. My husband's been sick. He's actually in the back sleeping, so that's why I'm in the front room. But this video is just a wrap up of January, just talking about kind of what I've been doing this past month. If you guys enjoy these videos, please give them a thumbs up or leave in the comments below if you want me to continue these every month, and I am more than happy to do so. I actually have a paper clip in my hand. I probably should stop waving that around. It's probably pretty annoying, but every month I write down my goals, and then at the end of every month is kind of like a reflection. Did you meet your goals? Where do you need to improve? So on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly go over that with you, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. So the first thing that I accomplished this month was I did read one book. Actually, in 2 weeks I read a book. So I could have probably got 2 done, but my kids have gotten sick. We had a funeral to go to. These last 2 weeks of January have been harder than I would have liked them to be. So I just haven't had the most reading time these last few weeks of January. I reached my subscriber goal. My goal for this month was to reach 8,396 subscribers. I know that's a weird number, but that is like how many subscribers I need to get in a month to reach my goal come January 1st, 2018. So I definitely reached that goal. And the other thing that I accomplished was planning out all of my videos for the month of January. I did perfect. I was not late. I had videos mapped out and posted a week in advance. So I did awesome there. Now, my biggest challenges this month was drinking the water that I wanted to. I wanted to try to get up to 4 cups a day. Some days I did it, other days I only got 2, and then other days I just didn't drink any water at all. So I definitely failed in the drinking water part. I also failed miserably in working out, but the thing is, I'm not too concerned with starting that yet. I tend to do better when I'm not stressed, and January and February for me are very stressful months, you know, just dealing with taxes and all of that stuff, and I kind of feel like I'm in limbo for January, February. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. It's just a weird time for Aaron and I, and it always is. I know it's coming, and that's when I get the most stressed, and my body just holds on to weight, and I don't want to eat, and I'm not really worried about working out and forcing myself to do that every single day until about March. So we'll start worrying about the whole working out consistently in March, but it's definitely something I want to bring back into my life at least every couple of days a week. And the other thing that I want to work on next month is stop procrastinating in the mornings. I let December kind of get me out of my routine when the kids were on break, and normally I get up, I clean the house, I get a shower, and I am ready for my day. So by the time it is time for Seth to go to school, all of my stuff is done, and I can sit down and I can focus on editing a video, replying back to comments, running errands if I need to go do something. And lately I have been putting all of that off until Seth goes to school, so that throws everything off, and I end up not having enough time to do everything that I need to do. So I need to like stop procrastinating. So that is kind of like my wrap up of my personal goals for this month. And I have wrote down here, I am using my washi and putting stickers, and I have been using my planner every single day. I've been filling it out, so I have followed through with that. I am using paper clips to mark certain places in here that I want to flip to, because you only get one ribbon, and I feel like there's multiple places in this planner that I want to flip to and not have to, you know, dig for, basically. The other thing that I found about this planner that is kind of time consuming for me is putting my goals, rewriting them over and over and over again, when I can just flip back to the page that I have marked and see that and see what fits for that month based on my goals for the year. I don't know if that makes sense. So I feel like this is kind of wasted space for me. It's a little time consuming, but for some people I can see that actually helping and keeping them focused on their goals. For me, there are certain things that I can't do at the beginning of the year. So it's kind of one of those things where, you know, certain things work for certain months, and it's just too time consuming for me to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I deleted my second channel, Sasha and Aaron. I never used it. I haven't been on there in years upon years. So I pulled all of my craft DIY videos off of there. I will be re-uploading those. So they're going to be in 360. They're not going to be the best quality, but they're still very helpful, and I don't have a point to remake burp rag videos, and you know, they're baby crafts, and I don't want to remake those because I don't need to. So I'm going to re-upload those here and there throughout the year. But that was just one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know, that there are going to be some re-uploads happening, and that channel is 100% gone. It's just easier for me to have one channel right now at this point in time. So the next thing that I want to talk about is Netflix. I've been watching a lot of Netflix shows, more than usual, because for me, I don't typically watch TV at all. So this month I've actually binge watched a few shows. I have binge watched The OA. I loved The OA. Favorite show. Now that might have come at the end of December, but either way, actually I think it was January. Either way, it's close enough that I can put it in this video. The OA, I binge watched, and I finished in an entire day when I was not feeling good. The kids were not feeling good. So we all just kind of laid around, and I managed to binge watch that all day. The second one that I finished up this month was A Series of Unfortunate Events. I loved it, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Obviously, the books are out there, and we kind of know what happens, but, you know, I want to see where Netflix takes it. And the other thing that I finished up this month was The Travelers, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, I like the kind of sci-fi. I love sci-fi. So I like that aspect, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it's fully grabbing my attention, but you guys can tell, like, I kind of like that sci-fi, mysterious, magical stuff in my movies. I'm not a huge chick lit person. I just don't like mushy gushy romance. Every once in a while, a good romance is not a bad thing. I just don't like to watch them all the time. So if there's any Netflix shows you think I really need to sit down and watch that you have found, let me know, because I'm looking for something else to watch now that I've wrapped up the 3 that I have been watching and bouncing back and forth through. That I want to talk about really fast, because I actually have to leave to go get the kids from school. I'm really behind on all this. But the last thing I want to talk about is the book that I read, and this is Summer in Good Hope by Cindy Kirk. Now, this is a typical romance novel. Predict the ending, at least I can. I feel like that's why I have a problem with romance movies and romance novels that don't have some sort of sci-fi thriller aspect thrown in. I have such a hard time. It is I explain it as a very light, easy read. This would be awesome for a vacation if you're going to the beach or sitting by the pool. It's a light read. You don't have to think too much about it. It's just a cute, light read, and that's that's the best way that I can explain it. It's not a book that I would typically pick up and like want to reread over and over and over again. So it was still a good book. It's just not my favorite genre. There are only certain authors that I can read that really draw me in when it comes to those romance novels. So Summer in Good Hope, great summer kind of beach pool read that's light, that you can easily get through in a day or two, possibly a week, and you know, you don't have to put too much thought into. So that's kind of my feelings on this. I feel like I rated this a 3.5 stars. It's definitely not on my top favorites, and I don't think it will be of 2017. It's actually going in my donate pile. So it was a good book. It's just not one that I see myself keeping loving and rereading. So that's going to be it, guys. That is my January wrap-up of my life. And, you know, it wasn't the easiest month. It started out good, but then we had, you know, the funeral, and then my kids got sick right after. It's just, these last 2 weeks have been really, really rough. And I will see you next month for a February wrap-up. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the bottom. If not, I will plan something else to do for February or for March, because I'm now in the process of trying to plan February out. But that being said, if there's any videos you want to see come February, let me know, because I can put those up too. So let me know about the wrap up, and let me know about any future videos, and I'll just keep bringing that up, and I'll keep checking the comments, and I'm writing them all down. But that's it, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.